Hello to all you dear explorers and a very warm welcome to the Deep Dive channel. Have you ever looked at a strange and mysterious object in the sky and said to yourself, what is that? A star, a planet, or maybe something else? Today we're going to tell the true story of one of these something elses. A story that has divided the world's greatest scientists into two groups. One group that says we are dealing with a rare natural phenomenon, and another group that whispers we have seen the first messenger from an alien civilization. By the end of this video, you will learn about a project that aims to undertake the most audacious mission in human history, to chase this mysterious visitor into the depths of space. But first, we must go back to October 19, 2017, a day when an astronomer in Hawaii, without knowing it, opened a window to one of the greatest mysteries of the cosmos. If you are ready for a journey full of excitement and mystery, stay with us. Imagine a space rock hurtling towards our solar system at 95,000 kilometers per hour. This speed is so high that it's clear this rock isn't from around here. It comes from another star system. This is exactly what Robert Warwick observed on that historic night, but this wasn't just an ordinary rock. The more they studied it, the weirder it became. First of all, its shape. It was unlike any asteroid or comet we had ever seen. At first they thought it was shaped like a cigar, very long and thin. Then new calculations showed that, no, it was more like a pancake, completely flat. It was about the size of a football field but with very little thickness. The second strange thing was its behavior. Comets, when they get close to the sun, start to vaporize due to the heat, creating a gaseous tail behind them. But this mysterious guest, despite coming within 23 million miles of the sun's surface, showed no tail at all. It seemed to be made of rock or metal, but that's not even the most confusing part. The strangest thing happened after this. As the object moved away from the sun, instead of slowing down, it suddenly accelerated. Its speed increased 3.5 times, reaching 194,000 miles per hour. This event violated the laws of physics. No known force like gravity could explain this sudden acceleration. It was as if someone had stepped on its gas pedal. This is when the world of astronomy erupted. They named the object Oumuamua, which means messenger from afar in Hawaiian. Now the question was, what was this messenger and why did it behave so strangely? This is where the story enters the realm of science fiction. Avi Loeb, a prominent physicist at Harvard University, proposed a bold theory that shocked everyone. He said that Oumuamua might not be a natural object at all. Perhaps it's a spacecraft built by another civilization, an alien probe. He said the unexpected acceleration could be explained by a technology, a solar sail. A solar sail is a very thin, large sheet that is propelled by the pressure of starlight, like a sailboat on the cosmic ocean. Oumuamua's flat shape and sudden acceleration perfectly matched the characteristics of a spacecraft equipped with a solar sail. This theory hit like a bombshell. Had we finally found the first evidence of intelligent extraterrestrial life? Of course, not all scientists agreed with this theory. They were looking for a natural explanation. One of the most interesting ideas was that Oumuamua was a nitrogen iceberg. A huge chunk of frozen nitrogen broken off from a distant Pluto-like planet. When this iceberg approached the sun, the nitrogen began to vaporize, acting like an invisible jet engine accelerating it. Since nitrogen is colorless, we saw no tail. Another clever theory suggests Oumuamua was a special type of comet with trapped hydrogen inside. The sun's heat caused this hydrogen to be released, acting like a propellant. Each of these theories has its supporters and detractors. No one can say for sure which is correct. We only had a brief, fleeting glimpse of this strange visitor before it left our solar system forever. The secret of Oumuamua may remain sealed forever. If you were in their shoes, which explanation would you believe? A very rare natural phenomenon or the first ambassador from another world? But the story doesn't end here. The departure of Oumuamua planted an incredibly bold idea in the minds of a group of scientists. They said to themselves, why don't we go after it? And so, Project Lyra was born. The project's goal, to design a space mission to chase, catch up with, and study Oumuamua up close. This mission is one of the most complex and ambitious space missions ever conceived. Oumuamua is moving away from us at a staggering speed, and to reach it we need to build an ultra-fast spacecraft. Their plan is to launch a probe in the year 2030. This probe will use the gravity of Venus, Earth, and Jupiter as a slingshot to increase its speed step by step. But even this is not enough. To reach the final velocity, they want to use a wild maneuver called a solar oberth maneuver. The probe will dive towards the sun, pass by its scorching surface, and get a tremendous acceleration from the sun's immense gravity. Then it will head back towards Jupiter for one last slingshot, launching it towards interstellar space at an incredible speed. If everything goes according to plan, this probe will reach Oumuamua in the 2050s, about 20-something years from now, in the deep, dark cold of space, millions of kilometers away from home. That's when we can finally get a close look at this object and find out what its story is. Will we be faced with a strange rock, or the remnants of an alien technology? Project Lyra is not just a scientific mission. It is a human endeavor to answer one of our oldest questions. Are we alone in this universe? And this is where we reach the climax of our story and the answer to the promise made at the beginning of the video. Oumuamua was a huge wake-up call for us. It reminded us that our solar system is not an isolated island. We live in a bustling galaxy, and every now and then, travelers from other systems visit us. This was the first time we were able to identify one of these travelers. This discovery opened a new window in astronomy called interstellar archaeology. Now we know we should expect more visitors. For this reason, another project called Project Galileo was started in 2021. The goal of this project is very direct and transparent, to actively search for signs and artifacts of alien civilizations, both in space and on Earth. They want to publish everything they find publicly, so that all the people of the world can share in this great discovery. We are on the verge of a revolution in our understanding of the cosmos. Perhaps in the next few years we will find a definitive answer to this question. Understanding this one point was worth all the excitement and anticipation. We are no longer just looking at the sky and waiting, we are actively searching for our cosmic neighbors. But our own solar system is also full of undiscovered secrets. Beyond the orbit of Neptune, in a cold, dark region called the Kuiper Belt, there are objects as strange and bizarre as Oumuamua. For example, an object called Arrokoth, which looks like a snowman and is formed by two spheres stuck together. Or an object called Quaoar, which may have lost half its mass in a collision with Pluto, and now has active ice volcanoes on its surface. Or Sedna, which has a super elongated and strange orbit and takes 11,000 years to go around the Sun once. Some think the gravity of a hidden ninth planet caused this strange orbit, a giant planet we haven't found yet. Each of these distant worlds is a piece of the great puzzle of the solar system's history. They tell us how planets formed and what has happened over the past 4.5 billion years. Perhaps the answers to some of our questions about Oumuamua are hidden right here in our own backyard. Today we went on a journey in pursuit of the first interstellar messenger. A story that began with a simple observation and led to the most audacious space mission in history and the search for extraterrestrial life. Oumuamua taught us that the universe is much bigger and stranger than we imagine, and we are just at the beginning of understanding it. Maybe the next time you look at the night sky, you'll remember that up there in that endless darkness, other travelers are on their way, and we must be ready to welcome them. Take care of yourselves and your curious minds. We are infinitely grateful that you joined us until the end of this mystery-filled journey here on Deep Dive. We at Deep Dive love you very much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can be together on future cosmic adventures. Until the next video, farewell.